have been participating in a group activity at some point in your life. Maybe it was through a childhood activity, a sport, or maybe a group project for class. But you may not realize that working with others has the potential to bring out the best in a person. When a teammate congratulates you or gives you words of encouragement, how does that usually make you feel? Researcher Arthur Banning of the Journal of Park and Recreation Administration talks about how participation in good sportsmanship can show signs of significant moral, physical, and mental development. So I would hope you would feel proud of whatever you're trying to accomplish with your team. And then I'm sure many of you have worked with the other side, the people who don't really consider themselves a team player, or maybe just don't put in as much effort as the rest of the group. These kind of people can bring group down, cause the task to be unaccomplishable, or maybe just create a sense of negativity overall. Do you understand why this kind of behavior is unacceptable when you're trying to work with others to try to achieve something together? If you're still unsure, today I'm here to talk to you about the importance of sportsmanship on and off the court. And to help bring that point across, I have a few personal examples I'd like to share with you throughout my career as a fan and as an athlete. So, back in high school, you remember those days, spinning a combo to open a locker, jumping from classroom to classroom, period after period, and even eating the same Sodexo food they serve here at Costco today. But back then in high school, it was a basketball game against our arch rival, St. Francis, who a majority of our school hated. Professor Jamal Braddock of Sociology at Florida State University talks about how interscholastic rivalries have the potential to create a positive correlation between athletic participation, sportsmanship, and self-esteem. But on the court that day, there was none of that in sight. I stood there ashamed to be part of a student body that used their chants and cheers against the opposing team only to ridicule them. And even got to a point where they used a very, very vulgar term in their chants. A section of our student body started to throw tampons onto the court and chant, "Pussies, pussies." And this act of bad sportsmanship eventually led to a 2-year ban of our school playing any sports at St. Francis. And so, after that event, I realized that sportsmanship is something that is greater than yourself. It's not just involving you and the person you're directing it towards. That it's something that represents you, your team, your fans, and everybody else that's involved in the sport. So after that event, I promised myself to never act in such a disgraceful manner as a fan or as an athlete, and took that with me to my college career. So now, fast forwarding, freshman year here at Ambrose, being a new Fighting Bee, I'm sure you guys remember the days first coming in as a little freshman, moving the furniture up the stairs, waving hi to new hallmates, and maybe even hugging a sobbing mother goodbye in the parking lot. But I was as nervous as any one of you. I didn't know where I'd fit in or where I'd find my friends. But luckily, I found the volleyball team. They're a great group of guys who encouraged me to join their group, and even though I was a nobody, they treated me like family. I was able to make great friendships with our seniors, and they were able to show me what it meant to be a team player. And as a freshman, I really wanted to start embodying those traits so that I could earn respect as well as give it. They taught me the importance of how no matter whether you were the superstar collegiate athlete or the random nobody walk-on, that we all deserve the same level of respect, that we're all a team and we're all trying to contribute towards the same goal. Dr. Mimi Winsberg of the American Board of Psychiatry and Neurology talks about how good sportsmanship helps to boost a player's confidence and their game. So, in my case, I was that random nobody, but my seniors treated me well with a positive attitude so that I could play my best on the court as well as enjoy the game that I truly loved. This taught me that you have to respect everybody that you work with, on or off the court, no matter what their skill is, and that you have the potential to bring out the best of their abilities as well, and you can even bring it in your own unique way. So now, 4 years later, I'm happy to say that I've been elected by my teammates to be a captain of the JV volleyball team, and I couldn't be happier. But a year before then, a game against Clark in our very own Lee Loman Arena, I experienced something that truly made good sportsmanship important in my life. It was an opportunity for me to show my juniors how I can be an influence to them, the same way my seniors had an influence me. So, in a survey that many of you took, most of you agreed that the two most important things in sportsmanship were to have good camaraderie and also to try your best in the court. But during this game, it was a bad upset. We had our ups and downs, and no one was really doing anything to change that. So, as an older member on the team, I tried getting everybody together in a huddle. I tried, making them wash it off and just forget about their troubles and remind them that you're here to have fun. Just play your best and have a good time. And luckily, they were able to step back out to the court and really turn the game around. They brought life back into the game, and I'd like to think that something I said had that effect on them, but I knew they could do it all along. Then, it was my turn to step on the court, and boy, did they just give that energy right back to me. I was up at the net, and they were constantly saying, "Ross, you can do your best, you got it, thanks for helping us," and it made me feel like $1,000,000. And when your teammates are encouraging you like that, you only want to do your best. And in that game, I got 7 blocks in a row. And point after point, block after block, continuously, my teammates would rush up to me and congratulate me. And all I could do was smile at them and just thank them for their kind words. But after that 7th point, I just exploded after being showered with their kind words over and over again. I reacted on the court in a way I've never reacted before. But I'm so glad that my teammates were able to bring it out of me. So I got that 7th block, I came down and landed, and they were about to come in and cheer me on, but I just turned to them and shouted, "Let's go Bees!" And right then and there, I understood the meaning of true good sportsmanship. So, after looking at all these experiences, once in a while I have to ask myself, how do I want to be seen by others? How do I want to be treated on the court? And what can I do to incorporate good sportsmanship in other aspects of my life? So as college students and athletes, these may be the last few years of college athletics you'll ever get to experience. But despite that, despite how many games are left, or whether you guys end up as the champions or not, you gotta remember, you're not there for you, you're there for your team. So at the next practice you're at, or match you're in, or game you're at, look at your teammates, your friends, your neighbors, and do your best to try to bring out the best in them, so that maybe, who knows, you can feel as great as I did on that day. Thank you.